We'll be at a function like this. I'm talking about overly loaded and niggas still won't walk up and talk to nobody. Like, what the fuck you?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Jessica Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new to the channel, of course, hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So I find it very interesting when these women claim they don't care about men and women to leave them alone. They're decentering men. They hate men. They're always talking like that. They're always, claiming to live their life and they want men to just go elsewhere.
When you finally decenter men and you start having conversations with them, you start to see just how unimpressing the conversation is with them. You get to see just how hypersexual they are. You get to see how literally, when the older people be telling y'all that all they want is one thing, that's all they think about all the time, you literally start to see and hear it. I don't know how I didn't see it before.
But then they're always somehow trying to find a way to question and figure out, why aren't men approaching us? And I'm going to share this very brief clip for y'all to see what I mean. And let's come back and talk about why men probably would never approach a woman like you based on how you present yourself.
We'll be at a function like this. I'm talking about overly loaded and niggas still won't walk up and talk to nobody. Like, what the fuck you? Oh shit, he giving me a tripod, y'all. Like, what the fuck you came here for? Just not to talk to nobody?
Very brief, but that video says a lot in just a couple seconds, right? Just the way that you're coming to present your curiosity in the language and just your whole aura says enough about why men don't want to approach women, especially black men not wanting to approach black women, because black women are the loudest. We are the loudest about how men are so bad, men are terrible, men are this, black women get hurt every day by a black man, all of the things. But yet, they get so confused and so triggered and upset, basically, that a man is not approaching them, even in a setting with a bunch of women. That does sound diabolical. That seems crazy for men to be in a setting with a bunch of women and stay to themselves. We just here for the vibes. Do we understand how, what has really happened? Do black women not really understand, or women in general, but black women specifically, since, this is who's concerned or curious?
Can somebody explain to me why I don't get approached in public? Like, do I look mean or something? I don't know. I feel like guys will stare a hole into my fucking heart from another side of the fucking room, but they will not approach me. Like, men will be in my DMs and all my social medias and shit like that, and then even in public, they will still not approach me.
Do you not understand that y'all asked for this?
We'll be at a function like this. I'm talking about overly loaded and niggas still won't walk up and talk to nobody. Like, what the fuck you? Oh shit, he giving me a tripod, y'all. Like, what the fuck you came here for?
I mean, ain't that what y'all asked for? Ain't that what y'all wanted? Y'all wanted to decenter men. Y'all wanted men to leave y'all the fuck alone. Y'all wanted men to, let y'all be out there and, not have to worry about getting hit on and talked to and all. Funny how that works, right? It's almost as if the consequences of our actions, right? But to be fair, there was an article, a research study that came out from date psychology last year, I believe, or about last year, I think, that stated Gen Z men ages 18 to 25, about 45% of them have never approached a woman in real life. Now, when they flipped and asked the women of that same demographic, about 75% of them wanted men to actually approach them in real life. Now, they didn't specify the data set, so I don't know if they took it from like 1,000 people or whatnot to get that, percentage or whatnot. They didn't say, or at least the article that I read from it didn't say, because I wasn't going to pay to actually read it on date psychology. So either way, it's quite interesting. right? Because despite what motherfuckers say on the internet, women actually want men to fucking approach them, right?
As he said, y'all wanted this. Y'all wanted men to leave, let y'all be. The grocery store, remember I said, we don't got to speak to y'all. We want y'all to leave us alone. Let us shop in peace. The men want peace. Maybe they don't want to be bothered by y'all. They don't want y'all upsetting them and distracting them and affecting how their whole night might go. Because it's sad when you think about how, and I just talked about this, that women are so quick to call a man a predator, a stalker, thirsty, desperate, or want to make a story time. Men might be so terrified that a story time will be made about them if they do decide to try to approach a woman. If they do try to entertain a woman. Like, this is how bad it is that we as women are scaring men away from us with our words and our actions. Okay? Our actions are very loud. And I think the crazy part about this is that we, as I always say, it's a bunch of lies. It's like, this stuff is just trendy. Black women will go along with any trend. The decentering men trend is just what they go along with because they don't have nothing else better to do. Like that's their aesthetic. That I hate men aesthetic is their aesthetic.
So I have chosen to decenter men as like far as I can. Like it's the bottom of the list. So
that's the aesthetic. That's just what it is. And that's what works. And that's what gets them a lot of views. Okay, so in their real life, when they get into the real world, they realize, wow, okay, this is what it really is. Yeah, it is that way because men have been watching and they've been seeing, they've been paying attention that they're not even going to risk in no setting like that. All these people, I'm not even going to waste my time. Why is our ego as women so big? Why we want to pretend like we don't want men, we don't need men, when we know they sit online and they say all this stuff about how they don't like men, they decenter men, and they sleeping with a man every single night. The men that they want don't want them. That's why they're trying to decenter men. Okay, the men that they want don't want them, and that's the reality for a lot of these women. The men that they want don't want them, and they will never want them. Do they have other options? Probably so, but they don't want those options. So they decenter the men that they don't want. Right? But the men who, if they were attracted to them, and the man who they wanted one of them, all their standards, all their, fake strict program would go out right out the door. But as he said, y'all wanted this. So why are we now confused as women, Black women? Why are we confused that men are not approaching you when you're out in public? They don't want to take the risk. And this is the sad reality of how do we bring Black love together? How do we bring Black families back together? If it's this war that I don't even know if I want to approach a Black woman. Am I going to end up on TikTok? You understand? Like, this is how, because everybody's looking for a viral moment. Everybody's looking for a viral moment. So when we ask these questions or we get confused, let's just look around. Look, take a deep dive into who created this. Why is it this way? It is women. Women did this. So if men don't want to deal with us or don't want to approach us, it's our fault. It's your fault. Actually, I ain't do it. It's your fault. Okay. These are just my thoughts per the usual. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, of course, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.